Jim Croce. This one goes out to Steph while I type. And Jim Croce songs never last long. Just like his career, it just didn't last long enough. Mostly because, well, when you die, you die. Not much you can do about that, though. Right? Everybody's got a time to go. Here in about an hour, Steph and Skip will be on right behind this. If you're wondering why in the heck am I out here looking like it's cold, that's because it started off in the 50s today. About 53. And it's trash day. So as I was taking trash out, I put on some warm clothes just because I don't do well with cold. Alright, let's see here. Oh, this camera's a little crooked. A little better. At least my head's on straight. So, it's officially 1 o'clock. I got a little bit of coffee, which has actually already started to go cold. I was dumb and made it a couple minutes earlier than I should have. It's alright. I make good coffee. I just don't always have patience. So I'm out here tailgating for the STEPH and STEPH show. And I've been trying to let everybody know that they scheduled their show for 2 hours later than normal. Well, it's Steph and Skip in the flesh. Howdy, Steph. Glad you could make it today. My little ticker says nobody's here. Hey, now it says somebody's here. So anyways, wanted to come in and kind of stretch their 1 hour into a second hour. And it allows them to get set up while they visit if they feel like they need to get set up. And they can put groceries away, or, garage sale, not grocery sale. I read that wrong. I apologize. And estate sales. Those are always fun. You can always pick up some nice stuff at garage sales and estate sales. I'm just not good at the haggling. Hey, up to 3 people. I'm going to guess that Skip is one of them. And if not, we're okay. I wouldn't expect him to want to show up with me wearing cold weather gear. I don't know why. But it'll be okay, Skip. I promise. I'm going to stay leaned forward mostly, and I'll even adjust the cap so Skip doesn't have to see it too much. A book on Stalin. Well, see, if your car is stalling, you probably got to give it a little more gas at the right spots, or put some gas in it, or maybe even change the spark plugs. There could be a whole lot of reasons why your car would be stalling. Don't know why somebody's got to write a book on it. Chilton's take care of you. Just saying. Boy, I could sound like backwoods redneck. Maybe because I ain't too far from being a backwoods redneck. For anybody who's watching that and is wondering, I'm going to say this right now. Redneck does not mean racist. Where the term redneck came from is those guys who worked out there on the oil rigs, and they'd be out there in the sun all day and their neck would turn bright freaking red. About like that door right back there. Before that, it was people who worked farming, because they were farming all day and their necks would turn red. Does not mean racist. Some people think that it does. Just putting that clarification out there. Skip is not on yet. Well, that's okay. I've got something for him. Tell him he better wear his red and white cap today. That one I say is ugly. So anyways, howdy y'all, welcome. In case you missed the song right at the beginning. Uh-oh. If you missed the song right at the beginning, it was by Jim Croce. Depends upon who wants to say what it is. But had something to do with a roller derby queen, which I thought was perfect for tailgating for STEPH. Maybe not Skip. I don't think Skip was a roller derby queen. But STEPH, on the other hand, she says she was a roller derby queen. So I'm just saying. Probably good thing that she's a redhead and had a little bit of an anger issue. Oh man, how could it not be fun? You get to mash people into things and roller skate at the same time, and people cheer you for doing such things. So yes, I put all but the last second of STEPH's theme music on this video. Well, see, that's what people forget. At the end of the day, the match, whatever, most of these girls, even if they're on different teams, are friends with each other. Not all of them. Some of them are just too nasty for words, but most of them are actually friends. The crowd doesn't believe it. The crowd shouldn't supposed to ever try to believe that. Oh, it's a Jim Croce song. Let me see if I can't find it real quick. See if it pulls up or if it goes to the next song. Nope, went to the next song. Good song though. Oh yeah, but Jim Croce is steadily going. Fell in love with a roller derby queen. Well, Midland, Odessa has some. Midland, Odessa? Are you kidding me? Lord. They've got hard enough water you can damn near walk on it when it's liquid. See? It is what it is. So for those of us not reading along, at one point in time, STEPH actually was a roller derby woman. Possibly a roller derby queen. And let's just say she took care of her own business when it came to that. Alright, so needless to say, I found a song from Jim Croce that has the word roller derby queen in it. Y'all can look it up. It's not as good as Bad Bad Leroy Brown or Time in a Bottle, but Elemental Tiff. So, you weren't known as STEPH the Stuffer? Suicidal STEPH? So anyways, howdy and hello everybody out there. Glad that y'all could be with us today. We're enjoying a little bit of time in front of Steph and Skip's live show. I'm just trying to get the message out. Hey, they're coming on 2 hours later. Don't forget that they're about to be on. Oh, okay. Had to go check out the song. She loved it. Score! That's a win. Steph, I'm not gonna play something that's not at least somewhat fun and then say it's for you. If it's not somewhat fun, it's definitely not for you. So I'm in a little bit of a doghouse. Last time I saw, Rutgers was kicking the crap out of Michigan State. Well, my mother-in-law and my wife are both from Michigan, and they believe that Michigan State is the best possible place on earth. A little bit noisy out there in the living room. I decided to come out and have myself a smoke and some coffee and converse with you nice folks. And yes, it was cold this morning. Big 63 now. It was big 53 this morning. So I'm going to want to see this dragon ashtray, or is it an ashtray and a dragon? You know, the last time I was actually able to do a full hour on a Saturday, I think I was filling in for Steph and Skip. Come on now, Steph. Hold up. Wording there. Wording. She's going to show it all on their live. NC21. I hear I had Steph laughing about a little trick that I use with my check tool. Steph, you know I'm just picking on you. I knew what you were talking about. Oh, so I'm glad that y'all got to do a little bit of garage and estate sales. I know refurbishing and repurposing things like you do. Good artwork, by the way. Anybody who hasn't seen Steph and the stuff that she does, y'all really need to pay attention to more than just the lives. Some of her artwork is phenomenal. And I say some because I haven't actually seen everything she's done. I'm pretty sure all of it's really good. But what I have seen has really, really been great stuff. And you're not going to see that if you only check out their live. Now, obviously, all you got to do is look right over here at the chat box, and you will see Steph and Skip Kane. It's that simple. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, get yourself a notification button, because Steph does a whole lot of stuff. Well, I know you want Skip for Thanksgiving. Really? Well, that's kind of depressing that people have decided to say, hey, I need you to do something for me, and then they cancel. Hopefully they canceled before you got to a point of zero possibilities of returning to do something else with that piece. Like with electrical work, as soon as you start, it's too late to go back. Oh no. Way too late. Okay, well that works. Glad that it's not like a waste of your time that you even considered painting it. So for anybody who was not watching, real quick, we'll clean this whole statement up real quick. Martin has a certain new tin of some Morton blend called Frog on a Log from 2017. that he cracked open last night. His new target mark is 50 people. We get 50 people in the chat at the same time, and he's going to send out the rest of that 10 to one lucky viewer. It's pretty easy to win. He's at Over a Pipe. You might want to actually look in on that if you're not one of us YouTube presenters, because I'm pretty certain Steph and Skip know exactly who I'm talking about, and I'm pretty sure like one or two others that are in here probably know who I'm talking about, but I wouldn't mind some frog on a log. Not that I'm going to win it, but I'm going to try to win it. When he said if we can get 40 people, we would give away frog on the bayou, we got him there. Now he says 50 people to get frog on a log. It's got to be possible. Also, things that went out. Congratulations to OBX Piper. You won a Radice Sea-Rock Natural. No, Castello Sea-Rock Virgin Natural. Yeah, and Dilettante. Was it Dilettante Piper won a Radice, and somebody else won a Prince. That was on Briar Blues channel last Thursday. And then for anybody who's looking for a new pipe, I'm going to suggest you check out Walker Pipe Company and Sea Smoke Pipes. Both of those you probably will want to look up. Walker Pipes is giving away a pickaxe. Steph, you're younger than I am. So anyways, Walker Pipes is giving away a pickaxe for the Padre Piper 5-year and 1 million minute of view time anniversary for Padre Piper. It's a heck of a milestone, 5 years of doing this, and yeah, 1 million minutes. People have watched his programming for 1 million minutes. Steph, you might be mentally older than I am, but I'm physically older than you are. I'm going to be too young to smoke a pipe for the rest of my life. Except for the fact that I'm 46. Alright, so what's everybody smoking out there in La La Land? Get some people other than Steph talking in here. I've got 4 people on. I don't know why nobody but Steph is talking. She's going to be doing a lot of talking here in about 34 minutes. And yes, I did warn them that I was going to try and do a tailgate for their show today because of the time change, and just wanting to make sure that everybody gets a chance to see their show. Live is the way to watch Steph and Skip, that's for certain. Because talking back and forth or just putting a public comment after the fact, I gotta believe that the best way to do this is definitely live. And if anybody's noticing the little white fur, that's because I had to pick up a cat this morning. Yeah. Actually, all 3 of them. Yay. Yay. So, Houston is lonely without Steph and Skip. Wish they could have stayed, but they didn't. But I know why they left. That's alright. You gotta do what's right for you, and that's the best part of it. Nobody wants to talk. I know I'm boring after 3 of these this week. Sorry. It's not my fault. I try to be more interesting. There's only so many topics that I can be interested in. But if people will give me a topic, I'm interested in it. Hello. Oh, no big deal, Phil. You're always welcome here. Yes, ashtrays are actually a dying thing. Well, howdy, Jose. ¿Cómo estás? Really? Well, I will have to look at that here in a minute. One of these days we're going to get Bill in. That will be fun. Bill from the Stogie Report. Tailgating with Voodoo. I'm doing quite well. Quite well. Thank you for asking. All right. I seriously think that if I am somehow in a crossword or word search, that most people will quit right about the same time they see my name. Now, everybody should be following Briar Report either on Twitter and on YouTube, even though he hasn't made any content for YouTube yet. But everybody should be following him. It's just a statement. We definitely, as a community, Cliff, no, not a problem at all, brother. You can do that on my station anytime. In fact, if there was somebody here and you needed to buy something from them and make sure that it's not like all out in the open realistically, you are completely welcome to do that right there during one of my lives. I don't mind. It's a good, fun, safe place. And honestly, it was actually kind of fun watching the deal go down. I mean, saying no to something like that is saying no to pipe smoking. I'm not saying no to pipe smoking, so goodness gracious. No, I gave you a little hard time just to razz you about it. It's like telling Curmudgeon Piper that I've got tacos for him. He knows he's not going to eat them. I know he's not going to eat them. Yeah. It's a beautiful pipe. I can't. All right, that's funny, Phil. I can see it now. The Briar Report Bingo Gaw. I read in typo also. I knew what it said. See, this is how a tailgate should be. We're all just sitting around talking. Y'all don't have to talk to me. And, well, because I'm the person over here on this side of the camera, I do actually have to talk to y'all somewhat. I love being able to sit around with friends and just hang out. And that's what this is. So, If you feel like you might offend me, y'all will have to remind yourselves that you can't. You can't offend me. It's impossible. All right, Phil, you take care. Be safe. We'll see you later at some point, I'm sure. Skip! Hugs! Hugs, hugs. Yes, I chose the hat and shirt just for Skip today. Didn't want you to feel like you were the only person that was representing. Actually, it was cold, and this is the first sweater I grabbed. And when I saw what it was, I was like, okay, cool. It really is just a sweater type thing, sweatshirt type material, but with a zipper. I had intended to wear ZZ Top from 2015, but it was too cold for that, so I didn't. What the heck am I doing? Tailgating, Kirk. Well, it's supposed to be cold when you go deer hunting. Whitetail or other? Kurt, you're still doing well. I know that you discussed talking about getting the heck out of the hospital and back to smoking a pipe. When did deer season start? Here in Texas, I always remember it was last week of September, right? Or is that just bow season? All right, teaching them early, that's a good thing. Deer is really good, but it doesn't have enough fat to traditionally do barbecue. Okay, muzzle loaders for 1 week in Arkansas. Okay. The problem with deer is that it's very lean. So you have to be mindful of that with the style of cooking that you do. But man, there's just really nothing better than venison, at least in my opinion. And if I had a big enough freezer, I'd be out there deer hunting right now instead of in here tailgating. I might take you with me, but you wouldn't hear me talking at all. You'd be basically watching down a gun sight the whole time I had you on. Oh yeah, see now, if you're going to grill it and you're going to use something that has a little more fat, then you're good. But traditionally, like deer steaks, they will be drier than you expect them to be when they're at your preferred doneness, because there's just not the same level of fat in deer as there is in beef. And you could eat your fill of rabbit and still starve to death because they're so low in fat it's ridiculous. Rabbit's good also. See, I'm right there with all of y'all. I think one of the best ways I've actually ever had deer processed was into boudin, which, if you don't know what boudin is, I'm not going to try and spell it because I'm going to spell it wrong, I guarantee that, but deer and alligator processed into boudin. So good. So good. Right. November 7th through mid-January for whitetail in South Texas. And see, even Skip, who's trying to help me out and spell boudin, is giving me two different spellings, which is why I'm not even going to try it. It's wonderful stuff. I believe it's the second spelling, yes. Boudin. At one point, I'm pretty sure one of these stupid squirrels over here is going to try and run up here and see what in the heck I'm doing. So if y'all see me reach down and grab hold of a squirrel and say, hey, I gotta go, don't worry. That's just one of the 3 ingredients in Spam. You know, squirrel, possum, and mouse. I'm pretty sure I can find a possum. I've got 3 cats. There's no chance of me getting a mouse. Oh well. Yes, bourbon. Bourbon. That's the way to actually spell boudin. As I tell people at Thanksgiving, the only good turkey pours out of a bottle. You've never heard squirrel, possum, and mouse? God, you sound like you lived in Arkansas your whole life or something. I've actually been to Arkansas. All over Arkansas. I have been to both Little Rock and Fayetteville several times. And then there's the birthplace of William Jefferson Blythe III. Yeah. Them's good taters. Got any mustard? Yeah. Well, I was thinking that Steph and Skip are fixing to start their own station. As per normal, I'll be watching their station with one eye just to make sure I don't miss it. Some people are meatloaf. You thought this was Soylent Green? Come on now. As far as I know, there's only one person that's Meatloaf. Chad! Chad would know who Meatloaf is. What do you think, Chad? Squirrel, possum, and mouse? Waving back at Chad. Uh-oh, which one do I pick? I'm going to pick the one with the picture of Steph and Skip, not the one with a picture of a messed up camera of Steph and Skip. I'm okay with turkey and Spam. As long as the turkey pours out of the bottle, it's fine. No problem at all. When I was 30, I was in the area of Kentucky known as Louisville, or Louville, or there's about 12 different ways to pronounce it. I was there for a job. But doing the job didn't take up very much time, so I had a lot of time to go and visit all the distilleries. And my favorite of those was definitely the Wild Turkey Distillery. I did say it was 16 years ago. So I went out to the Wild Turkey Distillery, and I was the only person there. Just me. And this elderly gentleman by the name of Jimmy Russell, who decided to do the distillery tour that day himself. And because there was only one person on the whole distillery tour that day, we went to places where the normal tour doesn't go. Like the tasting room, where they actually pour the little glasses of the bourbon so that they can figure out what taste it actually has. And then there's the blending room where they actually blend it. And then the whole bottling plant. And I was allowed to pick a bottle that had literally never been touched by human hands. And I got him to sign it. Well, I opened it when my son turned 21. It was okay. It's what I did. But he was 10 when I was 30. As far as us both ending up wobbly, no, actually we didn't. There's a certain technique to tasting and blending where you're only going to barely get just a slight little bit, because you take this little bitty sip and you swish it around in your mouth. And he was showing me like truly the master distiller's advanced course. I learned so much on that one little tour. It was awesome. And yes, my one bottle of Wild Turkey Rare Breed that I took home from this distillery was with his signature and actually a thumbprint in the ink. Pretty nice little memento, which I kept for 11 years, and then we opened it. And my son says he doesn't like bourbon, so I got to finish that bottle by myself. Oh yeah, distillery tour guide would be an awesome job, but you had better know way more about bourbon than I do, and that's going to be difficult. Because some of the things these people will ask, and now this is according to Jimmy Russell, and I also went to several other distilleries while I was out there. There is way too many questions about bourbon and a whole crap ton of pseudo experts that you need to be able to let them down that they don't really know what they think they know. Okay, because I'm terrible with names, who's Jerry Jeff? Not that I think that I shouldn't know this name, just that I think I might, but I'm pulling up a blank on this side of the screen, and maybe I don't actually know who it is. So the bourbon taster job, as Cliff Higgins pointed out, would have been the better job, because you actually all day long get to take little sips of bourbon. They pull it out, they check it for relative alcohol. Oh, Jerry Jeff Walker, okay. No, know exactly who Jerry Jeff Walker is. I thought it was a guy named Jerry whose last name was Jeff. I was like, is this Ben and Jerry's? No, those guys could die. It wouldn't affect me none anyways. I don't need their highfalutin ice cream. The one flavor I did like, they put on moratorium and won't make again, and I'm like, yeah, never mind. In case you're looking for that flavor, it's called Wavy Gravy, and yes, it was awesome. Uh-oh. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Give or take. Squirrels are going nuts over here. Well, because I don't want to miss out on saying it, I have really enjoyed y'all showing up today. This is a tailgate for Steph and Skip, so other than being attacked by squirrels, sort of. I'm sure Chad knows how that feels. SPC Galloping Gertie, named after a certain bridge.
Alright, so I'm going to put my phone down.
They have started,
On my dress,
so we're out. Gentlemen, y'all have a great day. I will see y'all all again soon, right over there.
Alright.
As always,
So before I
long lives, big bowls, and long ashes. Y'all take care, and I'll see you soon.